And when I saw all these, I'm not going to call them old, but all these people of age, I realized that the only way they got like that was they must have read Proverbs. And let me tell you what Proverbs 12 and 1 says. The study Bible says, the one who loves discipline loves knowledge, but the one who hates reproof is unreasonable. King James Version comes back and say, whose loveth instructions loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is bursted. So they got this right, like I say, not youth but age, by being disciplined, listening, and obeying, and truly we're glad to have them. And they do a little bowling over there, and we had told them that we was going to donate, sponsor them for this year. But before I get into that, I need to talk to my drivers this morning. I need to tell all the trainers, not trainees, trainers, please be on the Zoom meeting at 10 o'clock. Now, those who know my phone number, please call me and tell me that. We'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line. As I told you earlier, I had a check. Oh, I ain't lost a check. That we're sponsoring their senior bowling league. But I talked to somebody, and I asked her, I said, can you bring some with you? I don't know. That'll be hard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The more the merrier. So you were surprised at me, wasn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start this way and go all the way around. I want you to tell me your name and what you like so much. Are we still getting it? Tell me your name and what you like so much about the bowling league.
Ira Perry. And what I like about it, I've been doing this for about 2 years, and I love the fellowship, and it's a challenge too. So it's the fellowship, getting to know the other folks. And,
okay.
Yeah.
Next.
My name is Janice Johnson. I like the bowling. Gets me out of the house, gives me something to do, somewhere to go, and I just enjoy the fellowship and getting along with everybody.
Well, that's so sweet, sir.
My name is William Davis. And I love beating up on them.
What's the day?
Telling the truth.
You just get up every morning and just go and beat up on them.
Just to beat up on them.
Okay.
They beat me most of the time, though.
Sir?
Jimmy Atwell, and I like the bowling and like to listen to both. Because he's all the time talking something.
I'm Linda Wheeler, and I like the challenge and the fellowship as well.
Okay.
My name is Jill Thompson. I just love the bowl. I get along with most everybody. Maybe one in this group over here, but we do. I beat him all the time. And I enjoy the fellowship of going to the Senior Citizen Nutrition Center.
Nutrition Center. You know, it took me a long while to call it the Nutrition Center. Yes, ma'am.
My name is Mary Daniels, and I've been bowling, I think, ever since it started the league. But we hadn't won the plaque. We're going to work on it this year.
You going to work on it this year?
We're going to get it this year. And I've been going to the Troy Nutrition Center for about, 13, 14 years.
Yeah. Okay.
And I do get to help out with a lot of stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, give you somebody to talk to. I'm coming.
Yeah.
No worry. I ain't got long.
For my donuts, too.
I ain't got long.
Excuse me, I'm Raymond Wheeler. I've been bowling here since, even the old nutrition center. It used to be down at the College Center until they built this new place. And that was probably back in 2010 or 12. And my team hasn't won a championship yet, but we have a whole lot of fun, and it's a total enjoyment.
That's good.
I'm Barbara Atwell. I love going to the Nutrition Center. The bowling is so much fun. I am captain on 2 teams. The team that's here today, the Misfits, we won the championship last year. Spring championship last year. Don't win it again this year, even though Raymond thinks not.
No,
We're the oddballs.
Watch your
what do you mean what your trophy says there?
It says the NSL, which is the National Senior League 2024, we bowl champion, Elite 1, Troy Oddballs. And we are the oddballs.
You the oddball. Jewel, what is your team? Oh, that's the same team.
That was Tammy's team, and Tammy's not.
We have 4 teams, and one of them we don't have nobody to represent.
And they won second place.
They won second.
Well, they won finalists.
Finalists, yeah, okay. But it is so much fun. We love to have more people come and join in on us, get more teams. As Bo said, truthfully, we do usually beat him most of the time.
Yeah.
But we have so much fun.
I don't want to get my years mixed up, so I'm going to say a long time ago. A certain lady came and wanted to be on my show and wanted to talk about the Nutrition Center. And I said, sure, because we got a policy here on Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders that anything is positive, it's got time on this show. And since then, I have just built a relationship with y'all. I just like to come and y'all let me call bingo. I don't know what I'm doing, but I know if I push that button, a number gonna come up. But you know how people will get you into stuff? And I told somebody, I said, well, you know, I'm giving them a check for Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, and I said, you need to be there when I present it. Because I wouldn't have known, probably wouldn't have looked that way until you told me. But ever since then, and every time I get to this part, I have to stop and say, hats off to Trace Parker. Because I used to bring you guys them Wiley Sanders hat stuff. He said, man, get them ladies some bonnets and some gloves. And I thought that was so sweet. And this year we saw that the toboggans was such a hit. Yeah. And we had the scarves, and it was just such a hit. And, I think he forgot he come up with the idea, so I kind of took it, you know. Ain't nobody said that. I kind of took that. But I did have the idea with the bonnets, and Ideal Graphic. We want to thank them for putting that on there. I never seen a bill, so that let me know he did that from his heart. And it's just good to have a place, and I won't say old, that seniors can go to and fellowship. Yeah. When we fellowship and talk to one another, we grow to love one another. I love you guys. I don't come up once a year, but I'm getting where I see familiar faces, and it's really good. But we're going to take a short break, and I'm going to bring the lady up who got me connected with you guys. We'll be right back with Truck Talk.
And work in shop.
So Wiley Sanders Truck Line is family.
Always.
That's right. Come join us today, the family of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross, Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, money, money, money. Hey, we got 401k, we got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We get you home on the weekend to watch football. Wiley Sanders. Who is the best truck line that will get you home on the weekend? Wiley Sanders. Money, money, money. Let me have that football.
The TruckSmart app has even more ways to make life on the road stress-free. As always, Ultra One members earn points, gears, and Ultra credits whenever they fuel up at a TA, Petro, or TA Express location. And now, convenient and fast fueling is just a click away with the PumpSmart feature. To use PumpSmart, simply click the PumpSmart icon in the app. Just like always, TruckSmart helps you find a TA, Petro, or TA Express location near you. And once you've selected your location, you can choose which fleet card you'd like to use for payment. TruckSmart users start by entering and storing their fleet card payment methods, either in the setup section of the app or during the PumpSmart.
Sure. Tell me something. How long have you been driving for Wiley Sanders Truck Line?
October will be 28 years.
Did your mother drive once?
33 years.
And who else in your family worked for?
My dad worked in the shop, and my husband was also a driver and worked in the shop.
So Wiley Sanders Truck Line is family.
Always.
That's right. Come join us today, the family of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross, Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family. With Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, as you know, we're giving the Nutrition Center their bowling check today for their league of, this will be 2025. Isn't it time how fast time flies?
It is.
Let me ask y'all a question. The late, great Mr. Wiley Sanders told me one time, I was delivering some stuff for him, and he come outside, and he asked what I was doing. I told him I was bringing something for his son for Christmas. But anyway, he looks at me and he said, you know, he said, the older you get, the faster time flies. Do y'all believe that?
Oh, yeah.
I've noticed that over, you know, I'm getting about what I can say. I have too much fun, though. I have too much fun. But I told y'all earlier that I was connected to you guys by someone else. And that someone is Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones came and told me, you need to be with the Nutrition Center. Now tell me, what made you do that?
Well, I know how you love people, and I know here at Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders that they too love people, and they've got people that have families, they've got mothers and grandmothers and aunts and uncles and grandparents and so forth. And so anytime you call Mr. Jeffrey Bennett to help with any program that's going to help people, he's there. So when he called me the night before, and he said, I need you here this morning at 8:30. Can I say no? No, I can't. So I'm here. And especially when he's doing something, when Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders is doing something for the senior citizens of the great state of Alabama, I had to be here. I was on time. But guess where I went?
The wrong place.
I went to the senior center. Yeah, I was right there. And I called him and I said, where's the camera? And he said, we're at the station. That is why. Because I know that you, as the young people say, I know you coming through. That's why.
I said that unannounced, just talking, but I meant it. And tell me your name, because I won't call you Nikki no more. And when they called me, they said, you know, you told us you was going to sponsor us. Now, I'm from the old school. When you tell somebody you're going to do something, you got to do it. I said, well, I am. Okay. And I thought, oh, I ain't told nobody else that we are. I ain't told nobody else we are. But I did. I don't know whether you guys might have seen it or not, but we did a thing on WSFA. And they was asking me what made us go so smooth. And I told them it was the leadership. When you got leadership that will back you, not just necessarily in what you're doing with the trucks, but when you're doing stuff in the community, when you're doing something that's going to help Pike County, then you prosper and you grow. I tell people all the time, the commercials do not hit the truck driver. And it's going to sound raw, but I'm going to say it like I feel it. I don't want the truck driver to see the commercial on the TV, because that means he ain't working. I want his grandmama, his mother, his sister, his cousin. That's who I want to see the commercial. And tell him to call me. And if a person calls me and they got a job, I run harder for that person. Because the person with a job will work.
Exactly.
And that's what advertising does. But when you get out and do stuff like this, you get good-hearted people. And that's what we want. We want good-hearted people. When you get people that'll take time out their schedule and do things like this. Because it was one time, and you probably still are now, was in the community and you was doing these things. I know one. and so now that you're at an age where you can put in cruise it. People like us, like Jessica, Nikki, have to keep it going. And I love being a part of it. Y'all are always so nice when we come over there, but don't want to get off the train, my train of thought. But my company stays in it. They stay invested in what I'm doing, because we do stuff in this community. And that's where our blessings come from. But, see, I ain't much know. You have to be humble. It ain't right for me to get this check to y'all. Miss Jones needs to present this check.
Oh, wow.
She needs to present it because she initiated this. She contacted me, then we contacted you guys.
Okay.
That's why I wanted to hear, but I didn't want to tell her that. I wanted her to come out of my heart. I didn't want to tell her I'm getting you to present the check. I just want you to come.
Okay, you see what he did to me, don't you? You see what he did to me. And I'm going to take this opportunity, since he did this to me, if I may, because I heard a lot of positive comments about the senior center and about the activities that you do in there. And I know what you do there, and I love it. I have a good time when I come there. I have to just kind of pull myself away because I have other places that I have to go to. But let me just say, if I may, Mr. Bennett, let me mention some of the other senior centers that we have in Pike County. We have 2 other senior centers in Pike County. There's one in Goshen. There's Miss Leverett. She is the center manager. So if you're in that area, if in that close proximity, I encourage you to take advantage of it. Attend that center, visit that center. Go out there and say, hello, Miss Leverett. I heard this lady on Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders, and she said to come on over here to this center. We have another center there in Brundage. I think her name is Miss Arnold. It is. Miss Arnold is the center manager there. If you're in Brundage, in that vicinity, go by there. Visit that center. Now, you know the center here in Troy, Pike County Nutrition Center, Senior Center, with the one and only Miss Jessica and Miss Nikki. And look here that I'm all here with, and they are well represented. And they're talking about the bowling tournament, which I have the privilege and the pleasure, and I don't know if I'm supposed to take it out of the envelope and reveal the amount that Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders is present. Oh, wow. Okay, then. Okay, then. They are sponsoring this bowling tournament for the Troy Senior Center in the amount of, and may I present to Miss Jessica Jones.
No, I'm not Jones.
No, I'm making her Jones. I am making her part of my family. We are so close. We love you so much, you know. I better leave Jessica Cobbs. See that? I'm going to present this check on behalf of Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders and, of course, Mr. Jeffrey Bennett, to you.
Thank you very much.
For the bowling tournament for the center participants at the Troy Center.
Thank you very much.
Now, see, I'm glad when I retire, I'm going home. My good friend will take my job. She's so eloquent. I'm just country, but she's so eloquent, you know. But I do want to say this, and I want you guys to know this, and I mean this from my heart. You keep doing what you're doing. You keep getting up, and you keep going, and you keep loving one another. And every time you get a chance, you throw one of them scriptures at one another. Just keep them in there and just keep doing it. Because the longer you do it, the better you're going to get at it. Now, what did you bring that up here for? You got something you want to do with that.
You know, I'm glad he allowed me. He asked me this. I brought this up here because this month is the month of February. Okay? A lot of things going on. I know what you're going to think. I already know what he's thinking. He's thinking Valentine's Day. I got to buy candy. I got to get roses. I got to get... Okay, and that's a part of the celebration in the month of February. Also, I'm looking at my friend. She's thinking, okay, all righty. Black History Month. We're going to talk about the achievements of some of the successful Black Americans that, you know, did achieve great and wonderful things. And that is being celebrated this month as well. But I brought this red to represent something else that you all mentioned, and he just mentioned it in his statement. He said something about what? What keeps us going? Heart. Yes, heart. This month is also celebrating Healthy Heart Month. Yeah, he has a heart, believe it or not. He does. He has a heart. And we want to keep it healthy. And we want you all, my listeners as well, to keep your hearts healthy. You can do things to help prevent heart disease. Okay. Let's exercise. We're doing that. We're bowling. Look at us. I'm not that good, okay? We're eating healthy. We are making sure that we rest well. And you know something else, and he mentioned this. You know what he said? He said, take one of them scriptures and read it to him. That is so important. That is so important. Our spiritual well-being helps us thrive as well. And so we want to remember that. Once again, thank you for this opportunity to show to you. I had to grab something red. I couldn't make it into a heart, but if I could, I would. But anyway, you get the idea, right?
It's kind of warm, too. Y'all all talk out of that.
So please remember, all of my friends that are out there, please Healthy Heart Month. Please remember the senior centers. Take advantage of it. It's a great way to enjoy fellowship. It's a great way to exercise. They have healthy, nutritious meals. They keep in touch. There's so many programs, so many things that you can do and that you can learn that can help you with other programs and services by contacting the Senior Center. I know that Mr. Bennett is looking at me and saying, you need to stop because this is no, because I will keep talking because there's so many
I got a hand I can wave, and that'll help.
No, don't turn me
Don't do
off
it,
because
Steve. Don't do it.
please, Steve, don't do it because I have to say something, Steve. I have to mention the South Central Alabama Development Commission's Area Agency on Aging, which is the organization, the agency that is responsible for the operation of the senior centers. Pretty much.
Good deal.
And through that agency, I have been for years and years and years a partner, and I can't seem to let go. Every time somebody says, can you do this, I gotta talk about aging programs and services. One of the programs that I want to mention today is the Ombudsman program. You know, if you have a loved one or a family member or a friend that has to go into a long-term residential health care facility, better known as a nursing home, you want to make sure that they're getting the best quality care possible. And if you're not there, if they don't have anyone to speak for them, that's where the ombudsman come in. Well, right now, we're always looking for great, wonderful volunteers. So if you have that heart and that compassion to help others by extension, because you can't really be there all the time, please call the South Central Alabama Area Agency on Aging and say, hey, I'd like to volunteer. Or you can call any of the Nutrition Center administrators and you can let them know that I'd like to be an ombudsman volunteer. Now, of course, you know they're going to do a background check because we want to make sure everybody come up clean because you're helping people. But we need volunteers for that program. The other program that I want to mention, and of course you may be familiar with this, Alabama Cares. Alabama Cares, if you have a family member, friend, loved one, neighbor, whatever, that needs a little assistance to stay in their own homes, in their own communities, then please, by all means, call I gotta always defer to the Senior Center because they have this information more so than I do, but also you can call the South Central Alabama Area Agency on Aging, and the CARES coordinator is Ms. Wedgeworth. You can do that, and I could go on with the list. For example, I could just name more programs, and I know he's going to stop me, but there are certain times when people need prescription medication at no cost, Steve, at no cost. And if you know someone that needs prescription medication at no cost, again, call the South Central Alabama Area Agency on Aging, and you can ask to speak with Miss Karen. She can help them to qualify, to sign up, to make application for that. They can get the medication they need coming right to their homes. They don't need to leave for that. I'm going to stop right there because he's looking at me. I don't want him to start waving his hand, you know, because I'll think that it's in celebration. I'll think that it's in celebration of Healthy Hearts. Because the theme this month is to keep the rhythm, okay? And then he started doing the rhythm, and I'll think, you know, but that's the thing. I'm going to stop now.
Tell me something. If somebody that's listening to us today and they go, wow, I'd like to be a part of that. I'd like to come in and bowl and get the meals. What would they need to do? Tell them.
Just come in.
Just come in.
Just come in. The only requirement is that you're 60 years of age. And then when you come at 60, you're the baby.
You the baby.
You the baby.
I don't wait a little late.
But yeah, you just come in.
I come later. I ain't gonna be the baby.
No.
I missed the baby.
You missed the baby if you're over 60.
Did the baby get anything special?
I mean, you get.
Yeah.
I did when we went to the Masters game.
Oh, well, that's true. Now, in September, October, we travel and go to the Masters games and compete in age limits, and he didn't have nobody to compete with, so he won everything.
Well, that's okay. I want to thank all of you for what y'all do and what y'all are trying to do. And just remember, to hold on to what you got. Just hold on to what you got. The older I get, the more I realize that each day that I get up and I'm on top of the ground, it's just a good day. You can turn your TV on and you won't have it on for 5 minutes and you'll see that some do not have the opportunity that we have today. And I'm not going to talk about all the tragic because you've seen it. But when you got a place where you can just go to and just smile and see your friends. And you know, as you can tell, I like to eat. I like the part about that y'all feed a little bit now. What time is them eating times?
11:30, but I tell everybody to get there by 10:45 because we only serve a certain amount of food. And it's first come, first serve.
I'm gonna come by there just, you know, and sit with y'all one day. I might eat a little something, you know. Yeah. I mean, just sitting there, you know, I just eat something. I just eat a little something. I got to come by there. I'm gonna surprise y'all one day. I'm gonna step up in there and I'm gonna have donuts.
Now we're there as early as 8, and most people are gone about 1 o'clock. But some of them, like Mr. Davis, I got to kick out at 4:30.
He stays till he come in home and come in and close.
He does. Just about.
Mr. David,
he got late
now I bet he spraying a little word around there sometimes.
He do.
I know he do. I bet I ain't just met Mr. David.
Well, we have Bible study on Wednesdays, and he's one of them.
Okay, well that's nice. That's nice. If there's ever been a time we need to look at the Bible, that time is now. That time is now. And you know, you can be blessed. You can know that you're blessed when you look at that TV. Y'all got this nice place, and I've been there, and it's real nice. And I just want to take my hat off to you and Nikki again for how y'all treat these people.
Thank you.
How nice y'all are. And thank y'all for being nice to me when I come. And I'm going to give my invitation that I always give. Anytime you guys are doing something and you need it announced or also have a connection with the radio, just tell me.
Okay.
It won't cost you nothing. It won't cost you nothing.
And I'll make sure I bring both.
I want to show you a little trick. I want to show you a little trick that I learned. If you ball your head up, man or woman, it don't matter. And put that in my hand.
You can't.
Yeah, you can't.
So you can't put it in, I don't care how, even you, you can't put it in. But if you open your hands, you can give and you can also receive.
Okay.
You can do both.
Okay.
Well, with this, you can't.
Alrighty.
Well, we'll see you next year, son.
Huh?
We'll see you next year.
I'm gonna come to the time to me to go home. The old folks say I'm gonna come to the time. I made that. I'll always do that. I don't even forget.
Okay. I have to. I know he's going to stop me again, but I have to say this because we're talking about Pike County. And I'm not going to go out here and put a challenge to Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders and say, Pike County, Brundage, and Goshen, they are inclusive. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Is there any way that my dear friends in Brundage and in Goshen can have some type of inclusion? I'm not going to say that because I'm not going to say it. But you know, sometimes when he's opening that fist, giving and receiving, don't forget my dear friends in Goshen.
We're going to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I said I'm going to do? We're going to do that. We're going to do that because I got some friends in Goshen. I expect they're going to get on me a little bit. I haven't been to one in Goshen. And I've been wanting to go to Brundage anyway because there's this lady that comes on my show, and I can't think of her name, but I love her program. It's the House of Hope, where she's built this house. And she stayed with it. I remember when she first opened, she came on this show, and she's still here. I gave her the same invitation to come here anytime. But she has a home for ladies that's drugs and those who have been abused. And I thought it was so sweet. And I'm old and I'm forgetful, and I talk to so many people, but I thought it was so sweet. At the Pike County Rodeo this year, she had her ladies, and they had this booth set up. And they were selling cakes. And they bought me a cake over there. And I couldn't figure out why they gave me that cake until I finally read The House of Hope. So I gifted somebody else with it. But I thought that was really nice. Yeah. If you want somebody to be involved in what you're doing, do it good. And do it with nice and kindness. Do it with love. Do it with love. God is made of love, and all of us want to be like him. And always put yourself in a position. I tell this story every Monday morning when I have my new recruits in there. I say, I'm not concerned of how you think I treat you. You know, some of them love. But I'm more concerned of how God feels that I treat you. If I treat you the way that he's pleased, you got to be pleased. Because he don't have to do nothing.
Absolutely.
That's that. Now, we done had a good time this morning, but I must say, I got to do some more trucking business. I got to say goodbye to y'all. Now, I don't pay for no losing team. I want to see the trophy. I want to see the trophy. Whoever wins, I want you to come back on the show and just spout your trophy around.
Yeah.
Now, I'm going to say it right now. The captain of that team is going to get a Wiley Sanders jacket. We got some nice jackets. We got some nice jackets. The captain.
The captain of the team.
Huh? Let's go get a hat. We'll be right back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Line.
Sure. Tell me something. How long have you been driving for Wiley Sanders Truck Line?
October will be 28 years.
Did your mother drive once?
33 years.
And who else in your family worked for?
My dad worked in the shop, and my husband was also a driver and worked in the shop.
So Wiley Sanders Truck Line is family.
Always.
That's right. Come join us today, the family of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross, Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Sure. Tell me something. How long have you been driving for Wiley Sanders Truck Line?
October will be 28 years.
Did your mother drive once?
33 years.
And who else in your family worked for?
My dad worked in the shop, and my husband was also a driver and worked in the shop.
So Wiley Sanders Truck Line is family.
Always.
That's right. Come join us today, the family of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross, Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, money. Hey, we got 401k, we got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We get you home on the weekend to watch football. Wiley Sanders. Who is the best truck line that will get you home on the weekend? Wiley Sanders. Money. Let me have that football.
The TruckSmart app has even more ways to make life on the road stress-free. As always, Ultra One members earn points, gears, and Ultra credits whenever they fuel up at a TA, Petro, or TA Express location. And now, convenient and fast fueling is just a click away with the PumpSmart feature. To use PumpSmart, simply click the PumpSmart icon in the app. Just like always, TruckSmart helps you find a TA, Petro, or TA Express location near you. And once you've selected your location, you can choose which fleet card you'd like to use for payment. TruckSmart users start by entering and storing their fleet card payment methods, either in the setup section of the app or during the PumpSmart process. Next, you can save time with PumpSmart by entering information like your vehicle and trailer IDs. If you're using a new payment card for the first time, you must first enter this information one time at the pump. After that, you can edit this information right in the app whenever you need to. TruckSmart stores this information for you. Next, you'll receive a code. You'll receive this code right in the app. Simply enter this code every time at the pump and fill her up. Once you're finished at the pump, your receipt is logged in your transaction history and stored right in the app. It's fast and convenient. PumpSmart is just another way that the TruckSmart app from Travel Centers of America is making life on the road a little easier. At Travel Centers of America, we know that life on the road can present challenges. That's why we created the TruckSmart app. The TruckSmart app makes life on the road stress-free by putting all of the services and amenities at TA, Petro, and TA Express right at your fingertips. And for Ultra One members, the app makes the perks of membership even easier to access. The TruckSmart app helps you get what you want when you want it. For starters, you can search TruckSmart to find which services are available at the TA, Petro, and TA Express locations that are around the corner or on your route. And you can reserve and pay for reserved parking or a shower right in the app. The app's simple and secure sign-in gives you the ability to securely link your credit card. Need a specific service for your truck or specialty fuel? Maybe you have a taste for a specific restaurant, or maybe you need a pet area or a place to work out. The TruckSmart app finds the things that make life easier while you're on the road. If you aren't already, you can become an Ultra One member right from the TruckSmart app. Quickly and easily create a loyalty account to start earning Ultra One points, Ultra credits, and more. With TruckSmart, Ultra One members can manage their account, and the app delivers real-time updates on things like point balances and your monthly gear level. TruckSmart even gives Ultra One members an up-to-date tracker of the gallons of fuel needed to reach the next gear, so they can earn more points. Need an oil change or other truck maintenance? No problem. Ultra One members can also get in the TA truck service queue right in the TruckSmart app. Get real-time traffic and weather alerts, and with TruckSmart, help is there when you need it. You can connect with Road Squad emergency breakdown service from the app in just one click. We've updated the app with a new intuitive design that will help you easily find what you're looking for. And we're always adding features to help make your time on the road stress-free. With the TruckSmart app, you can arrive at any TA, Petro, or TA Express location with confidence, knowing your time is well spent. Life on the road just got a lot easier with the TruckSmart app from Travel Centers of America. You think you know Travel Centers of America's Ultra One program, but do you know today's Ultra One? Ultra One now gives you more. More points, more rewards, more options. Gear up to get more by signing up for Ultra One today. Ultra One is the loyalty program that saves you time and money just for fueling at TA, Petro, and TA Express locations. Take advantage of flexible reward points and reward credits that you can redeem on showers, meals, parking, and more. And it's free to be an Ultra One member. Ultra One's Gears program rewards you with points when you fuel. The more you fuel, the more points you earn. Ultra One members start off in first gear and receive 1 point per fuel gallon. Move through each gear to receive up to 4 times points per gallon. The more you fuel this month, the higher your gear level next month. Not only do you get points when you fuel, for fill-ups of 60 gallons of fuel or more, you earn a reward credit. In first, second, and third gears, reward credits can be redeemed for a shower. In fourth and max gears, you choose how to spend your Ultra credits: a shower, a meal, or reserved parking spot at any TA, Petro, or TA Express. The more you fuel, the more you get. You can redeem points in our well-stocked convenience stores, delicious full-serve or quick-serve restaurants, at our state-of-the-art TA truck service locations, for reserved parking, and so much more. And don't forget, the more you fuel this month, the more you'll earn next month. Sign up, gear up, and get more with today's Ultra One program.
Sure. Tell me something. How long have you been driving for Wiley Sanders Truck Line?
October will be 28 years.
Did your mother drive once?
33 years.
And who else in your family worked for?
My dad worked in the shop, and my husband was also a driver and worked in the shop.
So Wiley Sanders Truck Line is family, family, family.
Always.
That's right. Come join us today, the family of Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, Troy, Alabama. At Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we still have the $1,000 sign-on bonus. We give you Blue Cross, Blue Shield, 401k. We match it up to 4%. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Come drive for the best today. Come drive for the company that puts God and family first. Wiley Sanders Truck Line. We're looking for team drivers. That's right, team drivers. Our team drivers can make up to $150,000 a year. Wiley Sanders Truck Line, we put God and family first. Bo, tell them.
Sure. Tell me. And we're back with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines. You know, stuff like that just joys my heart because we're all getting older. If you're living, you're getting older. If you can hear my voice, you're getting older. And my hat just goes off to the mayor, the city officials of this town that helped bring that Nutri-Center here. I mean, I know it took a lot of work and a lot of planning. And I tell people all the time, I'm at the age where I don't have to get data boys. I don't have to get data boys. When I say stuff, it comes from my heart. And to the mayor of this town, every time I ask him to go over there with me, he always goes. And I was called out this morning, so I want to apologize to Goshen and Brundage. I have not been to you guys, but I will tell you, I'm going to be like the old folks. If I'm living when that time comes next year, in December, that's when me and Steve really try to do our getting around December. And I'm going to let him remind me, we're going to get to you guys. You got to have internet. So if y'all ain't got internet, y'all need to call C-Spire and get you some internet. You got to have internet for us to come. We can't come without internet. And we're going to come. Like I say, call C-Spire, get you some internet, and I promise you, we coming in December. Might come before then. And to Raymond's Barbershop, Mr. Raymond, I saw you at the bank, and I told you I was coming. Steve has had some changes with the staff. We've just been busy, but we're going to get over there and do a show at Raymond's Barbershop one Monday. Pike County, Troy, Alabama, Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders is for you. It's for you. Yes, I want to hire drivers. Yes, the lead plant want to hire people. Yes, the truck lines want to hire people. Yes, KW wants to hire people. Yes, KW Recycling want to hire people. Yes, KW Container want to hire people. But still, this is for you. And while I'm on that, I have to say this. I have to say this because I know that I'm right about it. If you're looking for a good job with a stable company, please, ma'am, please, sir, consider Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, KW Plastics, KW Containers, KW Recycling, or Sanders Lead Company. When I say the benefits, when I talk about the benefits, let me say this to you. It's sad to say, two people go to the emergency room. One got Blue Cross Blue Shield, and one ain't got nothing. They don't care if one got there 10 minutes before the other one. The one with Blue Cross Blue Shield going to be seen. It just is what it is. You get mad with me or whatever, but we have good insurance. We got Blue Cross Blue Shield. We have a dental plan. We have life insurance. And one of the greatest things, especially when you're getting up in age, I had to take it off my phone. My 401k, I had to take it off my phone because I looked at it every day. And it ain't going to change every day, but I looked at it every day. But what I'm saying to you is we match it 4%. 4% is what we match your 401k. 4%. Okay, I said we match your 401k 4%, right? Did I mention that we match it 4% of the gross pay? Of the gross pay. Those of you who have jobs, you know what your net pay is, and you know what your gross pay is. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, it makes a significant difference. And good quality companies, good equipment, good people that care about people. Somebody told me one day, said, I just wanted everybody to work for the Sanders and KW and all of them. I said, well, I want everybody to have a good job, and I know them are some good jobs. I'll say it again. If you're working for Wiley Sanders Truck Lines, if you're working for KW Plastic, KW Containers, KW Recycling, or the lead company, you got a good job. You got a good job. And for the dump truck drivers, for the people who got dump truck experience, I got one of the best dump truck driving job you ever wanted to have. Why do I say that? You leave out on Sundays. You got to leave early on Sundays. And when I say early, I'm talking about after 12. And people ain't going to church all day no more. They get that done in the morning time. So I don't want you to say I'm trying to make you skip church. You leave on Sundays. You're back Tuesday. You spend the night. You leave on Wednesday. You're back Thursday. You just start over and over and over again. Go up, dump it out, load something. Every time you dump it out, it's $30. Great dump truck driving job. Matter of fact, we just got some new equipment in that division. And you can call and talk to me, Brandy Jordan, Ricky Free, Dale Clifton, and I promise you, we'll hook you up with a dump truck driving job. We'll hook you up with a job. My job, and I tell people this all the time, my job is just to tell you what we got. Your job is to come and see. I tell people all the time, I get to talking to truck drivers, and what we got going on is so good that I tell people all the time. Set a time up with me. Call me. I'll make time for you. You come to that guard gate, they know me on first name basis. They say, Hoss, we got somebody at the gate, want to see you. I'll come and pick you up on my golf cart, and I'll take you around, and I'll show you what we got. Because I can sit here and tell you all about it, and you're going to say it's too good to be true. You're going to say it's too good to be true. I'm running my mouth so much I done got dry. But when I get to talk about the great things we got going on at Sanders, I get excited. But because I know Troy's thriving, it's growing. We got a lot of young people. I got nothing against education. Nothing in the world against education. I always tell y'all, my sister, they call her Dr. Diggs over there at Troy University. She was good at that. She's good at that. She does that. Everybody's not going to be a doctor. Everybody's not going to be a dentist. Everybody's not going to be a lawyer. You got to have some just good old-fashioned working people. Raise my hand. That's where I come in at. I know no other job. I know Steve can pull it up on the internet for me. You can pull it up. You can look anywhere. I don't know nowhere where you can go to school for 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or 10 weeks. Come out of that school for driving a truck. Come out of that school. Come to Wiley Sanders Truck Line. Not the second year, but the first year with a great, and I mean a great chance, totally up to you, a great chance to make $50,000 to $60,000 a year. Ladies and gentlemen, you tell me where that's at. You tell, I need to know. I ain't going nowhere. Let me say that. Nah, I'm not going nowhere. I plan on when I quit working for Sanders, I'm done with working. I couldn't get a better job than what I have now. Could work for a better place. Could work in a better town. When I go to schools, my job is to hire truck drivers. You know, in old Hoss, I have to do a little extra. I try to bring them to the town. I asked them, are you buying a house? Is it in a good neighborhood? You want to sell it? Move to Troy, Alabama. How can I invite somebody to move to Troy, Alabama? Let me tell you, those 5 companies I just talked about, and I can branch on out from there. We got good schools. We got good restaurants. We got a good college. We have a great hospital. What's wrong with Pike County? Nothing. Then I can go a little bit further. We got a great mayor. We got a great sheriff. We got great city officials. Why wouldn't you come live in Pike County? Let me go and say it, ladies. Steve back there talking about, you got me? You got me? We got ceasefire, and no doubt about it, we wouldn't be where we're at with Truck Talk with Wiley Sanders Truck Lines if we didn't have ceasefire. And so, with that being said, I do want you to think about your next move, or think about your next career move. And I say this to parents all the time. My daddy used to say it, and I didn't understand it. He said, if you stay here, you're going to work or go to school. You had a choice. You go work or go to school. And if you went to school, you was going to get your grades. That was part of your living arrangements. And I don't want people to think my folks was mean because they wasn't. But he also had a thing that said, all he was obligated to do was to feed me and clothe me and shelter me. Everything else he did was an extra. That's your extras. Don't get them cut out. What am I saying? If you got a child that's graduated from school and he's 21 years old, and the young folks call it finding himself, and he don't know quite what he want to do, spend that $3,500 and put him in truck driving school. It's costing you more than that. Then he can't tell you he can't get a job because you tell him, call Hoss. Hoss will put you to work. I'll put you to work. I have an abundance of trainees. I'm so strict with a trainee, if you sign up to come and you don't come, I don't give you another chance unless there was an emergency. Because of the fact there's people out there that want that opportunity and they're going to come. And when I talk about the trainees, I really want to strongly say this again. Trainers, Wiley Sanders Truck Line trainers, please ma'am, please sir, be on the Zoom meeting. Please. When I get back to my office, we're going to be calling you. We're going to be asking you to please be on the trainers Zoom meeting. We got some things that the safety director wants me to talk about. We got some things that the chief compliance officer wants me to talk about. We got some things Daniel Walker and safety wants me to talk about. So we got a meeting full. We hadn't had a meeting in 3 or 4 months. We realized that November and December was the holidays, and you guys' schedule was going to be really confused. But we don't want to let this training program, this Zoom meet, fall to the wayside. The numbers are still the same. We're going to talk about that from now to Wednesday. Because Wednesday at 10 o'clock, I do need you guys to be on this meeting. I don't ask you for much. You're laughing now, right? I know you are because I asked you for a lot. But I do take the time and say thank you. Thank you for what you do. I also got some trainers that have not picked up their shirts. You got shirts in there. You're not picked them up. And to all the people, all the drivers who fussed at me about the gloves, we have some cups now for the quarterly award. I got some cups in. Here you go. He's doing his finger. You know what that means? That means we enjoy talking to you and you. If you can't say something nice about someone, then just don't say nothing. Until next Monday, we'll see you at Truck Talk. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Shirley, tell me something. How long have you been driving for Wiley Sanders Truck Line?
October will be 28 years.
Did your mother drive once?
33 years.
And who else in your family worked for?
My dad worked in the shop, and my husband was also a driver and worked